Blessings and namaste, beautiful soul tribe of light workers, star seeds, humanitarians, beautiful children of the universe. Welcome. Greetings. Thank you so much for being here. Um, I I feel I feel like I would like to share some messages with all of you. I already meditate and pray. I have already called upon guidance and protection for all of you who are going to listen to this message. And this is just a channel message, an energetic update. So I feel like a lot of us are working on our throat chakra. And our throat chakra is connected to our heart. And of course all the chakras, the energetic wheels are connected to each other. They need to be in alignment. But I feel like right now there's a lot of focus on our throat chakra because most of us struggle with being vulnerable. And we have been for a long time using our throat chakra and speaking from our sacral chakra, but from our waters, right? So I'm talking about emotional communication, right? Unbalanced communication. Right now the energies are here to ask us, what do you value? Do you feel worthy? What are the identities that you have created, that your ego has created? And how are the actions that you take daily are fitting those identities? And I'm gonna ask you to really go on your subconscious mind. And how do you do that? Well, self-honesty. And you're gonna have to really sink in with the waters, with your waters, your sacral chakra, and ask yourself, where do I find myself that I am wounded? And just ask yourself, can I get some words? Sometimes we don't need a complete explanation, we can just hear some words. For example, seeking validation, right? low self-esteem. I have a need to be heard. I want to be seen. I want to be acknowledged. And all of that is, of course, connected to your childhood. So those are emotional wounds. And when we haven't healed, our waters are muddy and the energies get entangled, our communication becomes very emotional, and our actions are reflecting back our subconscious wounds, shadows. I have some notes here that I want to read for you. Okay. Are you giving from your heart? Have you closed off because you feel like your kindness has been taken advantage of? Had this created you to become more self-centered? Um, do you have the tendency to identify yourself as someone stubborn? Um, have you created an identity where you say, "Oh, I am short-tempered. Oh, I'm impatient. Oh, I just..." If you like me, you have to like me like this. This is who I am. Where do you find yourself being greedy, overly materialistic? How are you very attached to possessions, right? I guess that's materialistic. Where do you find using other people? Where do you find that your actions are actions that are trying to manipulate outcomes? And that's where you are lost in delusions of control, right? And you start to fight the energies. When you are acting from a place of wanting to control the outcome, you're gonna start creating and justifying why you're doing what you're doing, and that is a way of you coping with the fact that things are not moving, and they're not moving for a reason. And it's also an indication that you have to do things differently, or clearly the result is going to be the same. So where do you find yourself trying to manipulate people, outcomes? How are you so attached to expectations? Where do you find yourself being very fixated? Now, and something else, unhealthy obsessions. Where do you find yourself to be having unhealthy obsessions? You can be obsessive about work, projects, relationships, material gain, money. I mean, you name it. Where do you find like you are becoming someone very obsessive? And your thoughts, when you go into meditation and you start to pay attention, you're gonna see your thoughts are gonna continue to go to the same freaking place. That's the indication of being obsessive. Same as if you are being the expectant, right, of your internal dialogue, you're gonna notice how negative and toxic your thoughts are, right? Now I'm gonna read these two messages I have here. Healthy relationships are formed through love rather than need. It is such a human thing to hold onto others through fear and insecurity. But this dynamic can stifle our relationships potential to flourish and actually push someone away. Give your relationships the freedom it needs to form a healthy foundation of trust. And I feel like we can also translate this message as, you know, if you are holding on to things from a place of fear, of insecurity, you are procrastinating into the potential that this has to grow, right? Just because you are fighting the energies and you're being insecure, fear of missing out, right? Taking actions that are in reality you trying to manipulate the outcomes when it's clear that the universe have things on hold for a reason. Because maybe there needs to be a review. Maybe there's gonna be a course correct. If an obstacle or diversion has interrupted your plans, this message is here to assure you that the delay is providential, bringing you an opportunity to pause and reassess in order to fine-tune your direction. Expectations are a form of memory. Our past experiences color our expectations of future circumstances and outcomes. You are asked to release any form of negative expectations based on past experiences and center yourself in the infinite possibility of now. So I think the messages are very clear, right? It is important, guys, to meditate. Meditation brings answers. And it was 12:12 when I said that again. Anyways. Yeah, what I'm hearing is that, and the frog card continue to show itself. Yeah, we have the shark energy, and this is an energy of actions from a place of being nervous, and I had to go, I had to take, I had to keep going, you know, but not a healthy keep going. It's like I'm gonna make it happen. So it's coming from control. Sometimes I'm hearing insecurity, you know, insecurity. It's coming from our insecurities. Again, where are we trying to manipulate outcomes? This is an energy that's nervous. It's nervous. It's nervous. It's always comparing and seeing what others are doing. Oh, I have to go and do it because I'm missing out. I'm gonna miss out. Okay. So instead of doing that, let's see. Instead of doing that, we have to reflect, sit on it, sit with the energy of what I'm hearing, the void right now. Yeah, it's time for clearing, okay? The vulture is all about clearing the trash, okay? I'm hearing crown chakra. When we are open, when our crown chakra is clear, we are able to see things clearly. And we are able to know what direction to go. But when we are in these energies, then of course the universe, things are gonna get delayed for us. So my loves, it's time to think about what's your shadow, what are the identities of your ego, how are your actions, your daily, actions, how are they supporting your growth, or are those actions are just impulsive and coming from unhealthy obsessions? Yeah. There's an important message, and it's in your heart. Okay, there's messages, not just one. You hold the vision inside you, the clarity of where you want to go, but it is important to get grounded right now, and do not fight the energies. And this is about working with our divine feminine, with our intuition. So utilize this time to reflect, and if you can disconnect. I'm hearing that right now there's a need for us to be in solitude. Make sure that you're taking time to nurture yourself, self-care, and yeah, reflection. All right, guys. I hope you like it. Namaste and blessings. Thank you so much, everyone.